Alright, gang, we did it! We actually got one of them. So now we get to go enjoy the party, right?
I would like to state for the record that I am abjectly terrified of how wrong this hasn't gone. Like...
Oh, look at that!
You know?
They're in bloom! The celestial flowers are in bloom!
Like, any minute now is gonna be like an airstrike or something.
The blossoms seem different this year.
Yeah, more foreboding somehow.
Fate is already at work.
Oh man, we fucked up. I can't believe we made it bloom the evil blossoms this year.
Ugh, it's the pH of the soil, I'm telling you. Gotta monitor that stuff.
The gate to Che has been opened. You worthless mortals, no matter what you may do, no matter what you may try, there is no avoiding that which must come to pass.
Yeah, that's really more the tone I was expecting.
I am the blade of divine revenge.
That sounds more like what we were going for here, I thought.
Nonsense. Everything's going great. Nothing's gonna go wrong here.
It's pointing towards Mira.
Wait! Here comes another one!
Hey, isn't the Empire in that direction? Mira and the Empire. What's this all supposed to mean?
Oh, this is why you properly cue your voice actors to tell them where to stress their syllables.
I mean, the last one sent us to a Nue where we found an N Magnus. So, you know, I'm just gonna go out on a limb, guys, and say that maybe it's pointing to the other god cards. Just throwing that one out there.
Yep.
Phew. Chuck one up for the good guys.
Yep. Callus, certified good guy.
Finally. And
Yeah,
no
but he's a
Empire
certified
in
good guy
How
with
refreshing.
a card that contains the power of
If
an
we showed
ancient
this to
evil
Queen
god,
Rebellion,
so,
it would convince her of the
you know,
truth.
contrasts and whatnot.
I'm sure she'll agree to help us thwart Gelderblame's ambitions.
But why didn't the Empire show up this time? Yeah, you'd think that Falon guy would be on our tail. The Empire won't give up that easily. You can count on it.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, put it together, you're so
Yes.
close.
In fact, a hand of the Empire is here among us. What do you mean?
Liud! I knew we couldn't trust you! Ah,
Savina, I have reason to believe you are an Imperial soldier. Am I correct?
what? No way!
I'm sure of it. The style of her tactics convinced me. She's a soldier in the Imperial Army. A member of the elite special forces, I believe. Am I right, Savina?
No! It can't be true!
Tell us, Savina.
Let's say I am. So what?
You betrayed us!
I mean, technically she hasn't
Only asked
yet.
for my name.
I was gonna say, I don't
Not
think
for
she's
my
actually
eyes.
done anything yet.
Huh? You...
Want to take me on right here and now?
What should we do?
Well, there's only one real option here, of course.
Yeah, the one that requires less effort.
Right. Savina, you're not getting your Imperial hands on this end, Magnus. Not
Oh,
a
whatever.
chance.
Look, Callus hasn't had an he hasn't had an opportunity to sate his bloodlust lately, so we're doing this.
Well, anyway, I'm guessing that she gets, like, enormous stat buffs for the benefit of this fight relative to what she had when we had her.
I mean, she has about 4 times as much HP, but that's really about it.
Well, like, JRPGs tend to get like this about stats, especially when you're fighting people who have actually been in your party. Like, the numbers just don't balance the same. And I don't think anyone's ever really figured out what to do about that kind of thing. Like, JRPGs, they never ever have enemy stats balanced the same way as player stats. They don't. That isn't how it works. It's never how it's worked.
I'm sure the stat numbers are fun, but she does roughly about the same amount of damage as she did when she was a party member. And she retains all the same strengths and weaknesses, including that her attacks come out at like 1 billion miles an hour, and you have to really be ready to block them.
No. I guess on the flip side, she's got the same 2-element deal going on, and you can probably plan around that. If you know this fight's coming, which, you know... Then again, like, is this fight actually optional?
No, this fight is not optional.
Ah. I'm honestly kind of disappointed.
Let me rephrase that. GameFAQs says it technically is. I assume if you hit some level of trust with Callus and you tell him not to fight her. I have never once seen it in my life. Every single time if I pick that second option, Callus just goes, "No, she's an Imperial. We are not letting her have this card," and then you fight her anyway.
It's, like, innately hilarious to me that it's even notionally possible to get Callus to trust us going against his will simply by going with his will often enough. But, like, I don't know. Is it, like, it's gotta be at least notionally possible. Or maybe they just forgot to balance it, like maybe it's only achievable with hacks, but is, like, technically actually achievable? Or, like, does this game have, like, a New Game Plus or something where you get to carry stuff across?
I don't think it does, but it has been a long time since I've played it, so...
Like, I can kind of see a JRPG of this era pulling some kind of thing where, like, they've got this trust system in and it's possible to not do the fight, but basically practically impossible on your first playthrough, but maybe possible on the second. Like, I don't know this, of course, I'm just saying that it wouldn't be wildly out of character for a game of this type to pull shit like that. You've gotta love New Game Plus hijinks.
I don't even know if this game has New Game Plus. It's, like I said, it's been a very long time. But yeah, no, you're right, though. That would not surprise me in the slightest. If that was, like, buried somewhere deep in the code and option.
Honestly, I feel like it's about as likely as them like meaning for it to be technically possible, but making it actually impossible. That seems also plausible, frankly. That's just like video games, man. Oh well. Anyway, for all that, is this like...
Is it actually difficult? No. No, not at all. I think this is one of those things where they're like, oh, well, you know, it's the first time we're throwing 2 bosses, one right after the other at you, so they maybe cut you a break, but no, neither of these fights have been hard. It is, however, very, very important that you get her picture, because normally, you can, like, if you take a picture of a party member, you just get a portrait, and it sells for, like, 50 gold. But in this fight, if you take her picture, you are guaranteed to get a rare shot of her smiling, and it sells for, like, 8 grand.
I feel like there's commentary in that, but I don't know what the hell it is.
You're better than I thought. Enough sparring. I say we stop now. It's no use going on. The last thing we want is casualties.
Anyway, haha, that entire fight and last conversation was completely meaningless.
At ease, all of you.
Also, it is actually necessary to win that fight, because that seems like the kind of fight that you could easily make,
What?
like, losable.
Why did you fight us?
I am reasonably sure you are required to win that fight,
You
yes.
jumped to a conclusion and attacked me. I merely returned the favor.
Well, you do have a point there, but...
Yeah, I am kind of a dick,
Come on,
to be fair.
let's get out of here. I'm eager to know what the Queen thinks of this Magnus.
Right, yes.
Come on, mate.
Handing the card over to the Queen.
Let's head back to the
Yeah,
village.
anyway, Mayfie's been standing here watching us beat the shit out of Savina this entire time.
Sorry I
Like,
made you.
what the fuck have I brought with me up here?
It's all right. Now you know better.
And neither of them are going to act like anything happened.
And nobody learned anything.
And the game crashed.
Oh. I guess it really just did not want her to smile.
Savina,
Yeah,
wait.
Dolphin does not like the photo mechanic
I
very
think
much.
we ought to
Like,
try
I usually have to make safety saves
He has
before I
an
go into the
attitude.
shop
She
to
doesn't
sell
strike
stuff
me as a
because
liar.
sometimes it just breaks entirely.
It's like, is there
Yeah,
special
I
stuff
think
going
we
on?
can
Like,
trust
is
it
it
too.
in any way dynamic, or is there just like, oh, this is what the photo looks like, and you took it? Or does it, like, actually try and do a screen grab of some kind?
Oh no, it totally
it's all
does.
right
Like,
with
it takes like about 10 minutes in real time for the
That's
for the
that.
photo to develop.
Let's get
And the
back
more
to the
developed
city.
it is, the more money it's worth.
Right, but I mean, like, the actual photo itself,
wonder
is it
if
based on, like,
Gilda
a
actually
grab
left
from
the
in-engine, or
island
is there
when
just, like, a
back to
set
Zempire.
picture of what it looks
Oh,
like?
no. No, it's just it's a predetermined picture.
I'm just trying to guess at what
Isn't
might
waiting
make
for us
an
back in the
emulator
house,
freak
armed
out
to the
about
teeth
this
with
kind of
the
stuff.
pounds. That freaking
Video games are
Lazarus
weird.
fella pouncing on me.
Anyway, Callus rightfully pointing
I
out
wouldn't
that
worry about it.
maybe we should be careful about going back to the
Try
palace,
anything
seeing
fast
as
and
Geldablame was literally there like a day ago.
I agree. The Empire wouldn't want its relations with Anu
Yeah.
to sour.
Like,
At
he
least
was
not
just
yet.
chilling there, so maybe we ought to, you know, read the writing on the wall?
Enough chit-chat. Let's go.
I'm just saying, we could go to that party for the next, like, day or two. Just hang out until we know he's gone.
Anyway, I'm the guy just standing there throwing confetti at absolutely nothing. At least he's having a good time.
No. We're just going straight back to the Queen? Alright then. Alright, Gabe, you do you.
Yep, solid plan. I gotta say, I expected a completely different way for this to all completely blow up in our faces. Yeah, look, of course you can let us through. We're literally about to deliver the plot tokens to the evil empire. You kind of have to let us through. Like, we are literally working for you right now.
So this is one of the End Magnus you were talking about?
And Magnuses? And Magni?
Hi!
I think we should probably just stick with Magnus.
It's like sheep then.
Your Highness!
Great. On top of everything else, we're now assassins.
I wonder what the Queen could have seen.
Who knows? But if the End Magnus did that to her, it can't be pretty.
I agree. Do you think she'll be all right?
Though she's graceful, Queen Corellia has a strong mind, the willpower of several men, or so I hear.
I don't know how much
Whatever
having the
Dan Magnus has
willpower
shown her,
of several men
I
is going to
doubt it
do
would damage
when
her
you're being
seriously.
shown visions by a god. But, you know,
Yeah.
maybe that's just me.
She'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Savina. Why don't you tell us about yourself? The wheres and whats from before you came here.
I mean, yeah, we need to stall
What made you
time
come
for
here
things to
do
keep
a
going even more wrong.
I'm all ears if you feel like talking. Hey, don't worry. I'm not suspicious of you. Just curious. If you don't want to talk, that's fine with me.
I drifted around from place to place, usually as a mercenary, protecting towns and caravans. That was more or less the life I was living for years. Then one day I came across a strange old woman.
Oh boy, I have a bad feeling about this flashback.
Heed my words. The
Plot ladies, you know, you just hate to see it.
Celestial
She had a good thing going
host
and then
to a
just...
dreadful power
Nope.
hidden
You're off to
deep
deal with the chosen ones now.
before
Well, shit.
you will play your part in the great struggle over this power. The struggle alone will fill a great emptiness within you and ease your pain. A new Ennui awaits you. You must go. Go and face your destiny. If you wish to return to the life you once lived as your own person.
So I thought I might as well go see this tree she spoke of. I was headed nowhere. A soldier for hire, living an empty life one day after the next. It was easy to make such decisions at that time. I hardly had a care in this world.
So, this old lady told you we'd be coming?
Yes. A
I mean,
dreadful power
no.
lies sealed away within the celestial tree.
That's pretty
A
explicitly
young
not
girl
what
and
she
her
said.
companions, shouldering a great burden, will arrive to claim it. That's how she
Oh,
put
okay.
it.
Well, maybe you should have led with that.
I mean,
A young
the,
girl
the
and
old lady was
companions.
apparently pretty clear that Jella's the
Shouldering
one
a
calling the
great
shots, so...
I mean, at least it checks out.
Quite a story. You're a little strange yourself. Following a strange old lady's fortune and coming down here to live alone?
Nothing mattered. Nothing really mattered to me. Nothing at all. I was just waiting. Waiting for so long. For fate to open its doors and show me something worth fighting for.
Ah, you gotta be careful, Savina. That's how you get roped into JRPG plots, and girl, you don't want that.
I mean,
Her Highness Queen Corellia
we're
has
now
regained
trying to
consciousness.
stop a plot involving
She
evil
wishes to
gods
speak
and
with you
evil
all.
empires, so, you know. Mission accomplished, I guess. Anyway, let's go and watch it all unfold in real time.
How do you feel, Your Highness?
My back is killing me. Somebody stole
I'm
my
all
mattress.
right. My apologies for worrying you. It seems what you told me about the legends in Diadem were indeed true. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Please don't worry about it, Your Highness. No one would have believed such a wild story out of the blue like that.
No one would have believed it out of the blue like that, which is why that's how we presented it to you, and then expected you to immediately support us.
Being?
And, like, turn on the guy who is, like, right here, as your guest.
Magnus have already been released, and they're in his hands as
I mean, what's a little diplomatic crisis between friends?
The Magnus you brought here, it's very dangerous. If the Emperor should claim all 5 of them and release their power, Malpersio, cursed god of old, might be resurrected.
Malpersio, resurrected.
Should Malpersio return, our world would be in great peril.
I feel like this is all stuff we already know.
Yes, but now an important character is telling us about them.
To discuss what action should be taken. The combined might of Anuenue and Diadem should be enough to keep the Empire at bay.
That would help
Like,
greatly.
I'm gonna put this out there, okay?
Stop Gelderblame.
Has anybody tried scissors?
3 of the 5 N Magnus have been
Like,
awakened. R.
I can't help but wonder about this aspect of the setting here. Like,
The one we have.
these are cards. Are they just like bits of paper?
2 more to go.
They did say, back when they did this
I say
whole
we go get the
introduction,
4th
that,
one.
like, the Guardians
We can't
that
change
defeated
what's happened.
Malpersio the first time
All we
tried
can
to
do is
destroy
find
the
other
Magnus
2
and
grab 'em
couldn't.
before the
So,
Empire does.
surely somebody must have, right?
Rays of light shooting from the Magnus pointed in 2 directions.
I mean, you know,
Mira
it
and the
seems
Empire.
pretty fitting for, like, the special
those
god
should we
cards
head
to
for
be
first?
indestructible, but, like, I can't help but wonder about the implications of this on, like, the regular variety.
Infiltrating the Empire would be too risky at this point. We lack the resources and logistics for such an operation. I'll be coming with you, of course. Soldiers can't leave the front lines in the middle of an operation. Besides, this fight is personal.
Is this going to be her thing now? Is she just going to be like, no, I can't
You'll be
abandon
a
you because
great
I'm a
help,
soldier?
Savina.
Yet another joins the motley crew. Though I have to admit, she does pack a punch.
Stop whining, kid. Just welcome Savina to the crew. Of course, we don't even know what your plans are.
Okay. Guess I'm going to.
Wow, he didn't even have to put him in a chokehold this time.
Pop up again. It'd save me the trouble of hunting him down.
We're pretty firmly entrenched in this bullshit now.
By the way, our next destination.
We just kind of
Mira.
accepted it.
What exactly are we in for?
Oh, Liud,
Mira
you
is the
don't
city of
even
illusion.
know.
A very mysterious land. Its location shifts from time to time, going back and forth between our world and another dimension. You'll need to take the Trail of Souls there, a border between dimensions.
This sounds incredibly
You should all get
JRPG
some
bullshit.
rest before departure.
Oh, Mira is
Thank you,
incredible.
Your Highness.
It is probably my favorite
I
area in the
will
entire
take you up
game.
on that offer.
What you have
Well,
accomplished
shit.
was no easy feat. The road ahead may be even more perilous, but you're our only hope.
I would like to once again state my complete disbelief at how badly this hasn't gone.
Yeah, no, that's it. We're done. We're done with the Nue. We got one.
Like, we just showed up and barged in and fucked with everything, and not only didn't cause a natural and ecological disaster or, like, uproot an entire society and its culture and its religion, or piss anybody off, or get backstabbed, or get betrayed. And now we have one of the god cards, and all I can think is, from here, how are we going to manage to fuck this up?
You're such a pessimist, Fidel. Things are looking up. Things are going great. Now is when we make the comeback.
Right, yeah, I'm definitely getting a real Act 3 vibe from this. I have complete faith. It really is going to be fine.